Hello, welcome to another episode of Food as Fuck. My name is Zeke, and this week we are cooking Pasta Al Tonno, or tuna pasta. So this is, hands down, according to Simone, one of his absolute favorite things. I had to follow extreme instructions today, and I wasn't allowed to mess around with the dish too much. I cooked it exactly to Simone's specifications, and you'll notice that there's only 4 ingredients in this dish. I did actually manage to sort of sneak in an extra ingredient at the very, very end, and Simone was not too happy about it. But that's what we're cooking. Stick around, and I'll show you how to do this in just a moment. All we are going to need for this is a can of tuna that is in oil. Now, Simone stresses that it has to be in oil and that it is not going to work if it's just tuna in water. I don't know if that's true or not. Next is salt and pepper, very standard. And then you're going to need some anchovy paste. And I think that you have to use the paste because it makes it easier sort of to make the sauce at the end. So try to get your hands on some anchovy paste. And last ingredient is butter, and that's pretty much it. We're done. This whole dish is actually very quick to make, so first things first, let's start by boiling our water. So fill a nice pan almost to the top, leave a little bit at the top, put it on high heat on the stove, and don't forget, you have to salt your water. Now, there's no need to add oil. A lot of people add oil to their pasta water, and there's really no use for that. As long as you just stir the pasta every 2 minutes or so, you should be fine, right? So don't add any oil. Just make sure you add a nice amount of salt. How much salt? Well, imagine seawater, but just a tad less salty than that. Also, you don't want to oversalt this dish because we are going to be using the anchovy paste, and anchovies are pretty salty. Like I said before, always cover your lid if you want the water to boil faster. That's a fact. Now, your pasta should go in for about anywhere from 9 to 11 minutes. I usually check around the 8-minute mark to see how things are. I am going to be using the farfalle, or the bow tie pasta, which I find is kind of nice, right? The grooves are good for picking up the tuna sauce that we're going to make at the end. Next up is the sauce. And for the sauce, it is actually super simple. So I'm going to be putting a pan on my trusty portable gas stove, which I am super loving. Put it as low as you can possibly go. We don't actually want to fry or cook anything, right? So we're not looking for sizzling sounds here, right? We're going to start with our butter, let it slowly melt. Once it's halfway melting, almost melted, we're going to add our tuna. And like I said, if you start to hear a sizzle, then put the heat lower. Before you add your tuna in, remember to drain the oil. Don't be too finicky about it, but just, drain the oil from the tuna can. So give that about a minute or so, and then add your anchovy paste. So, I don't know, I would say about a tablespoon. So about this much should be okay. It's been about 9 minutes now, and to me the pasta seems fine. It's al dente, and that's the way Simone and I like it. So I'm gonna take it out and I'm gonna strain the water out. So after you've drained your pasta, add your pasta to your tuna sauce, mix everything together pretty well, and then make sure to plate up while everything is still hot and get ready to dig in.
Isn't the best pasta ever?
Oh man, I promise you this pasta is delicious. Simone gave it a seal of approval, and that is as good as anything for me, right? So if Simone likes it, trust me, you guys should like it, because Simone is pretty anal about his food, especially his Italian food. So if he likes it, you should like it too. And that's been it for this video, guys. Thank you so much for watching. Please don't forget, if you like what I do here, subscribe to my channel, hit that like button, comment down below, and share my videos. Thank you so much for the support that you've been showing so far. I've been Zeke again for Food as Fuck, and I'll see you guys in the next episode. SHA POW!